Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. 65 by 25. Do you know what that means? 65. Well, let me show you. Let's go to the first graphic. And here it is. To help ensure that 65% of New Hampshire adults have some post-secondary education by 2025. Workforce Accelerator 2025, that's what it's called, that's the initiative, and it's a joint effort by the Business and Industry Association of New Hampshire and the New Hampshire Charitable Foundation. Now, take a look at these two graphics, because the working adults with certificate, associate's degree, and higher, this is where we're trying to go. You notice 2007, 364,000 or 49.8% people in New Hampshire had some kind of education beyond high school. Then 2016, you can see the numbers. Now let's go to the next graphic. 2017, 391,000 or 54.2% had some education beyond high school. And then by 2025, we want 441,000 or 65% to have an education beyond high school. With me to talk about this is the person that's leading this effort in New Hampshire. Her name is Sarah Colson, and she's Director of Workforce Accelerator 2025. Welcome, Sarah.
Well, thank you for having me here
nice
today,
to have
Fred.
you here.
Thank
nice
you.
to have you here. That's a daunting initiative.
Those figures are, they will be a little bit difficult to achieve, if I'm completely honest, but we're making progress towards them.
We both know there's a workforce dilemma in New Hampshire, and that's what this is aimed at, really.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
How are you doing this? I mean, how do you get to the people that you know might be interested in some kind of a education credential beyond high school? What's the process?
What's the process? Well, there are a couple of different things that are happening right now in the state. Actually, to say couple is an understatement. We have a lot of different initiatives going on. I'm the director of what's called the Workforce Accelerator 2025, as you mentioned, this partnership between the Business and Industry Association and the New Hampshire Charitable Foundation. Right. As part of my work, I'm just one small piece of what's going on with the big picture. So we have a lot of people who are involved in this effort as sort of a side job to their daily gig. So we have people who are working in higher ed, who are working in various school districts throughout the state. Chambers of Commerce are on board. But in terms of how do we reach those who we need to increase their skill level in order for it to be beneficial for them?
Give me an example.
Sure. So, getting to, for instance, some people who have, there are 140,000 individuals in the state who have some type of post-secondary education but no degree. Okay. So there are institutions throughout the state, so the community college system, Granite State College, and others who are really looking to target that population and try to figure out how do we remove barriers for those folks who are in the workforce now who would really like to come back and finish up their degree. So do they need help with transportation, or can we help them by getting them some online applications?
Yeah. And let's, Mr. Director, let's go to that second of the two graphics. Yeah, that one, and then the next one is the one I want to pinpoint right. Yeah, right there. Look at that number, the second number, 441,000. Right now we're in 2019. Where are we? That's 65% by 2025. Where are we right now? Right.
So we're actually in the process of putting together the data for 2018 that will be updated. But I think looking at preliminary information, we're about 56%, I would say. So we're making progress, but we do have a ways to go.
Now, daunting challenges, and here they are. Let's go to that graphic. And the daunting challenges are aging population, low in-migration to the state, slower population growth, a decline in the K-12 enrollment, and residents leaving New Hampshire for education and work. That's what you have to overcome.
Yes. Now, fortunately, a lot of different folks, as I mentioned, are doing this type of work. And so we have for instance, Stay Work Play. So this is an organization that is based here in Manchester. They're really looking at how do we get young people to stay here? How do we get them to want to—
After they graduate.
Correct, yep, instead of leaving the state. One of the conversations, how it's changed a little bit and morphed over time, is that, there's a recognition that we do want our young people to go out and experience what's out there. So if they want to go to Boston, that's fantastic. Yep. But, once they've been in Boston for a couple of years and they've been living with 16 other people for a little bit, we want them to know what's here in New Hampshire and to come back.
And you're going to attract them back.
Right.
Sarah Colson, who is Director of Workforce Accelerator 2025. Thanks.
Thank you.